Shalom and welcome to my channel. My name is Chanduko Mandiwana and I'm your host. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you guys, please subscribe to the channel, please share the video, please like, comment, and let's have this conversation. Alright, so today's topic, I'll start by telling a little story that happened not so long ago, and then also share the lessons that came from the story. So, not so long ago, a friend of mine had lost their loved ones, their family member. So, and I had to go to attend the funeral in somewhere in Limpopo. So instead of me using the map, the navigator, when I left the home, I decided that, you know what, I'll just drive, because when you go to Limpopo, there's only one main road, which is called N1. So I'll just drive, and then somewhere along the way, that's when I'll put on the navigator. The trip was supposed to take me about 2 hours 45 minutes, but after an hour or almost 2 hours, that's when I was like, you know what, let me put the navigator to the place, because they had sent me a location, right? So I put that navigator on, and the navigator says I've just passed the exit point. So I already passed the exit point. That will be quicker to get to the place. And then now I'm like, what? So I decided to look for an alternative route, and then it shows me that I have to drive, I think, about 45 minutes and make a U-turn so that I can go back to that exit point again. That was going to take too long. I was like, okay, let me look for another alternative route. So when I checked there on the Google map, and then it shows me this other road, and then it was a gravel road, but it was quicker. And it's at night. I'm driving at night. I'm driving in the middle of the farms. So I chose to take the gravel road because it was going to take me quicker. Only to find out that the road is messed up. You can't drive fast. You have to drive slow. It's dark. There's animals jumping in front of the car. So you just have to be on the lookout, because it was in the middle of farms. Instead of spending only 2 hours 45 minutes to get to the place, I ended up spending 4 hours. It was 4 hours drive. How do I relate this story to dating? Most people find it hard now. They're struggling in their relationship because they never plan for anything. They just went with the flow. Just for example, I was talking to a friend not so long ago who is in a relationship, is married, and then he's saying that now the wife doesn't want to have more children. They've got one kid. It's like, why? It's like, no, she said she doesn't want to have more children. I'm like, okay, but did you guys talk about this thing? It's like, no, we never spoke about this thing. When we started dating, we were just playing. We were just fooling around and all that. He says, can I go outside and make babies with someone outside? She doesn't want that. She says, if you do that, I'm leaving you. So the lesson of this story is that whenever you don't plan, it's going to cost you more than you're willing to pay. Whenever you go with the flow. This is why I think it's bad when people go with the flow. I think it's good for people to be as honest as possible from the beginning. From the day one, you need to say, to put out everything that you want, your expectation. Yes, this doesn't necessarily mean everything is going to go according to the way you want it. Misfortune happens. This is life. You get some, you win some, you lose some. You might not even get to the destination that you're looking for. But if you had planned, then it saves you, it protects you. They say, truth shall set you free. Truth shall set you free. Truth, your truth, or the truth, does not just set you free, it also protects you. It also protects you from people who are trying to lie to you, people who are trying to manipulate you, people who are not honest, right? So what I'm saying is that you don't lose out by telling the truth. You don't lose out by being honest. You don't miss out on anything. If anything, you are protected. You are safe when you tell the truth. Because if somebody is not truthful to you, they cannot handle your truth. They cannot handle when you tell them the truth, right? So it's good that you always try to be as honest as possible from the beginning. You tell people what you want. This is what I want. This is how I want it to happen. Yes, it doesn't mean it's going to happen that way, but it protects you. If it doesn't happen, you are still safe. You don't have heartbroken. You don't have trust issues. You don't have insecurities because you were honest from the beginning. You were honest from the beginning. It protects you. If somebody is playing, then they don't have chance with you because they will know that this person wants something that I don't want, right? So in that trip, I ended up using more petrol than I wanted to spend. I ended up driving in a very terrible road, because I didn't use the map. I chose to go with the flow. I chose to just do it and drive without using the Google map, right? Now I ended up spending more money. I ended up getting there late because of that. So the lesson that I'm trying to share with you guys is that let's try to avoid going with the flow. There are things that, yes, they will happen the way it happens. There are things that we can't change. There are things that we can't control. But there's something that you can control, and it's how you behave while on the journey. Because I don't think it's about the destination. I think the most important part is the journey, because in the journey, whatever you do, whatever you come across in your journey to something, it's going to determine how long you stay there, how your experience is going to be when you finally get your destination. Let's try and be as clear as possible. Let's try and be as intentional as possible. If you can tell somebody the truth and then they decide to live your life, that person is not supposed to be with you. You should be grateful that they're not going to waste your time. Because if you portray someone that you're not, and then to try and convince some people to stay in your life, they are going to waste your time. They are going to waste your money. They are going to waste your resources. They are going to just mess you up. So that's a message for today, guys. Please like the video, please share, please comment, and let's get this conversation started. Thank you, and I'm out of here. Shalom.